Greetings to everybody in YouTube land. It's time to take a quick look at weeks 11 through 15 of the 2014-2015 Palm Coast Lanes Friday Night Mixed. In this third 5-week stretch of the Friday Night Mixed, just about anything that happened did. Big battles, big blowouts, and a huge range of scoring from high to low in differing lane conditions challenged the bowlers. Week 14 would be the most important week of this stretch with position round number 2, and it wouldn't be as blowout laden as the first. How would things shape up from weeks 11 through 15? Let's take a look. Week 11 would feature close battles and big blowouts, and the Sandbaggers would continue to make a push with 4 against Up Your Alley. Bud Geisy's superb 268 would help his Steelers easily take 5 over the Alley Cats. Josh Jones would rip an incredible 249, but his Antiques would have nothing to show for it after Guys and Dolls' Peter Iteregi hit the game-winning shot to take 7. Forget about it. After a lengthy losing streak turned the corner with an easy 7-0 win over Section 8. And while Highly Medicated ended a long losing streak of their own, they have struggled mightily for a while, this time losing to the L's and C's. Week 12 would produce as many bowlers doing great as bowlers who weren't. There was talk about the Steelers versus Highly Medicated matchup being the season's biggest mismatch, and it wouldn't be further from the truth. Austin Lemon would make a big push, and Highly Medicated would take 5 for the first time in 10 weeks. James DeStefano continues his hot streak as his Joe's Aces down the 5 stars. The Turtle Lickers would take advantage of Jeffrey Twombly's struggles to take 7 over the Alley Cats, and the Sandbaggers' David Evans would bowl a great game, and his team would almost take 7, time game 2, against Guys and Dolls. And can Section 8 turn a 180 after a big loss to Up Your Alley? Week 13 would mark the week before position round number 2, and everybody wanted to make a strong push heading into the position round and Thanksgiving break. Another long list of great performances would help their teams come through. Section 8 would use outstanding performances from Justin Bazam and Chris Warren to help their team take 3 against Guys and Dolls. Scott Cooper would rip another 700 series as his L's and C's would end up with 3 against the Steelers. The Oddballs were no match for the Red Hot Sandbaggers, and James DeStefano was great yet again, helping Joe's Aces take 3 against Highly Medicated, who themselves may be turning things around. Week 14 of the Friday Night Mix would mark the second position round of the season, and nobody would end up taking 7 for just the second time this season. It would be a competitive position round in which total would be decided by an average of 55 points. There would also be 2 rematches. The Alley Cats would take 4 in a matchup that was always in doubt, while Up Your Alley took total wood by just 7 pins. The 5 stars would even the score and take in 5 and total wood by just 17 points against the Antiques. The Sandbaggers extended their lead, but they would be pushed against the Steelers and held on to take 4, helped by a 2-point Game 3 win. Joe Olkowitz's awesome 245 would push Joe's Aces and down the Oddballs. Forget About Its winning ways continued in taking 5 over Guys and Dolls. Section 8 would get back on track, taking 5 over the Turtle Lickers, and Highly Medicated would hold off Alex Cobro and his L's and C's. It was quite competitive, and I hope to see many more battles like this. Week 15 of the Friday Night Mix would crank up the scoring, and 2 bowlers would roll at least the front 8. James DeStefano's awesome season continued with an incredible 263 game, even though his Joe's Aces only took 2 from the L's and C's, as Scott Cooper almost shot his 4th 700 series of the season. The same could be said for Richie Roser and the 5 stars. Roser ripped an awesome 255 game, but his bunch would only take 2 as well. The Sandbaggers have been nearly untouchable, this time crushing Section 8. Marty Webb would save the Steelers from getting swept by the Turtle Lickers at the last second, and Joe Pisanelli's awesome performance sent Up Your Alley over the top and took 7 from the Antiques. And Highly Medicated is turning the corner, but can they finally get out of last? And that'll do it for the third 5-week stretch that was in the Friday Night Mixed, and I'll do another summary 5 weeks from now. And until then, so long for now.